Welcome back to Frostpunk. Just can't seem to put this game away because it's just so good. So I thought that we would do the scenario of the last autumn once again. This time we are going to go into the engineer's law tree, and we're also going to try to avoid those final laws in the law tree, as those seem to end up with very bad results no matter how you try to manage your city. But that said, let's just jump right in. We're playing on medium difficulty, so everything is on medium. Also, now that I know the scenario a bit, I'll probably build a bit differently, knowing that certain buildings have certain radiuses, but of course I don't know how the buildings in the engineer law tree affect the city.
Personal Journal of Euphemia McLaughlin, Assistant Engineer at Imperial Exploration Company. It's been 5 weeks since we have left the familiar walls of Birmingham behind. Weeks of uncertainty, of struggle, of hope. And finally, we have reached the shores. We had 3 deaths so far. Or small price for progress, as IEC called it. I can only hope I am going to avoid their fate. They've claimed there was nothing to fear, that this whole journey of ours was just a precaution. But now, it feels like the weather is changing. And the winter seems inevitable.
Indeed, the winter seems inevitable. I like reading these, so I will read them even though I've done the scenario before. The last autumn, we crossed the rough northern seas to reach Site 113, where we are to build the greatest marvel of technology, a generator. Your crew, lured by the promise of a steady job and eager to leave their work riots and red queues behind, are somewhat taken aback at the sight of the desolate landscape surrounding the site. They were told not to ask for details, and there is no turning back now. There's no consensus why this contract has such a high priority, considering the deteriorating situation of the Empire, but your superiors are clear. This is the most important job of your life. For Queen and country. So here we are, back in our little city. Before you start building the generator, you have to set up the most basic supply infrastructure. This means building the docks and gathering the resources piling up by them. You will also need a raw food source, the fishing harbour, or a forager's camp set up by a source of food somewhere in the plains. Now I'll just pause the game immediately, as per usual, and go straight into the Book of Laws. Now we do know that the bathhouse is rather useless until we have proper coal available. So, chapel, we know that the chapel is very useful. We also know that the public house is very useful. So we'll go with the chapel first and foremost, I think. The work laws, we won't get those until we get the worker law. Imagine that. Tree selection, so we'll have short work days until that's done with. Now, first and foremost, let's just set people to gathering wood. Let's also put people into the other gathering. And then we have 15 engineers and 15 workers left for building things. We'll just leave this pile of steel alone for now. Given how the chapel has this ring radius, either this area or this area is a good area to build workers' homes. I wouldn't mind having them down here, as it is a rather pretty place, but the longer they have to go each day to get to work, I'm not in favor of that. So we'll see here. Don't have any... no, we don't have the tents yet. To build the workshop we need 15 wood. Let's do that first and foremost. Build a workshop here. Which will require a road. But I'm not sure if I want that road to go that way or that way, to be honest. Because we also want some tents. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will destroy, so we won't build it there. We build 1 tent there. That means we don't have any wood. Okay, let's just build a road there for now. I don't think we have enough wood to go to the tent. Nope, we don't. So let's start up the game again. Apparently Robert Baring misses praying together. And Joseph Lay is quite happy that we have a place to gather and praise the Almighty. What a godly plan. Choo choo. I still love that sound. I was a bit miffed when we were playing with the workers' laws that sound changed into something far more dramatic. Now we can go on speed 2. Okay, let's build that road. And pause. First steps. Sir, our employer, the Imperial Exploration Company, has prepared the site for us. Besides digging the enormous shaft for the underground part of the generator, they left some construction materials behind to get us started. We should set up camp and clear the area around the shaft to make space for the construction facilities. And indeed, we must do that. Now let's... we don't need that yet. I want sawmills first and foremost, so let's get the 10 wood we need to start that. Almost. There we go, sawmill, start. Yes, Gizmo. You are very cute and you're very meowy, but you can stay there. No. Lie down. So we have 80 people without a home. Now, a medical post is probably also a good idea to get as quickly as possible, but I don't want to destroy these trees. Let's have a look at the... oh, that's 30 wood. Okay, let's get 30 wood then. There. Have a look at the chapel. That's probably a good location for it. I expect to have the workers' quarters going out this way here. There's no way that we can afford getting all of the tents up on day 1. We simply don't have enough wood for that. I'm not even sure we will finish the sawmill technology before they close. We will, with a few minutes left. So the next thing we want to research then is Foragers' quarters. And we have 23 wood left. Now I do want to build a sawmill without destroying anything. Build that there. And that leaves us with the ability to build one more house, or tent, as is. Let's build that there, and we have enough tents for today. 110 and 109 left. Just speed things up. No, I can't. Idle hands. As the first workday ends, people start gathering in small groups to chat or play cards. A couple of workers are throwing rocks down the huge central shaft. Deep, ain't it? And to think we have to work down there. Out of boredom, or maybe to exercise their fears, more workers join in. Soon, rocks start raining down the hall. This might be dangerous, but the camp offers very little entertainment. We'll stop them, and I don't know what happens if you let them be, but I worry that they rupture one of those toxic gas fume things. Let's put workers into the sawmill. I have 3 days left to build the chapel, so that's good. We can introduce a new law. Let's get the public house. Must also remember to build a cookery. Two of the homeless people fell ill. People got a cold. Sir, a few of our people got a cold from sleeping on the ground. We should provide them with some kind of accommodations, if only because this might impact our efficiency in the long run. 2 days to provide shelter for everyone. That's not a problem. The sawmill and the 2 wood piles, that should severely help our, or seriously help our income of wood. Let's get a medical post now. Or rather, let's get a cookhouse. Where do I stop there? There. Steam cores depleted. Good. Then we can move on to this pile of steel. Now we can also build a medical post. I think we'll build that over here, to be honest. And I also want to build another sawmill. Let's build that behind the engineer quarter, just small road. This is a temporary thing anyways. Let's put some engineers in the cookhouse for now. And then put engineers into the medical post, and we have 5 unemployed people. Foragers' quarters has been researched. The next thing I want us to have is the docks. Now, the chapel. If I build it up here, it will cover all of the houses, but it will also waste a large area here that's red. You know what? That's not a problem though. Let's build it there. Rather not, let's not build it there. Let's remove this road here, because we don't need the chapel yet. Let's build houses first. Can I? I need more wood. Can I turn it around? Yes, I can. That is a much better idea. Because then I can build it there when the sawmill is done. Okay, then let's go ahead and build a few more tents. And I think we need to have a road up there, and then we can have a road like that. Must conserve wood at the moment. Choo choo. Okay, so if we are going to have a chapel here, that means we can have another tent here. Introduce a new law. Let's do the evening service. One sick absence to the medical post. The irony. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone needs a roof, if only a flapping one over their head. Your people look forward to their well-deserved rest. Motivation rises. We'll take away 5 workers from that pile of steel and put them in there. I also think we should consider setting up Foragers' quarters, but we need more wood for that. This one has 42 left, this one has 22 left. These are in good shape. Reality check. As the camp wakes up under dark rain clouds, the mood among our people turns gloomy. Nobody told us we'll be sent to the end of nowhere, they grumble. There is nothing for us to do here but work. And they are going to stay a while in this remote, cold, miserable place. You don't keep their motivation up, the efficiency will suffer. Motivation will fall each morning. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, well, eventually. You guys might be surprised. I might know more than you are aware of. Now, building things currently probably isn't really necessary, but let's build another engineer. What are they called? A workshop? Take these people off so they can go build that building. Docks have been researched, then we need the drawing board, so we'll go with that next. We have about 2 days of rations. We also need to build Foragers' quarters. I would like to build that Telegraph Station somewhere out here, because it was very much in the way last time when I built it down here. I can build that there. Okay, so now let's take these engineers and put them in here. Also, let's take 5 workers from here and then put them in here. And let's go explore the reindeer tracks. Numerous reindeer tracks lead towards a dark point on the horizon. Choo-choo. So this, we need to consider that. Let's tear this one down now and move the sawmill here, I think. And it's gone. Now we also need to build a chapel. And that is a nice location. Covers quite a bit. And then we can build a road like that. We also need to build a public house, but that is a bigger than the chapel, so the workers in there. The chapel has been erected, giving people a place to pray together and find comfort in faith. Motivation rises, and let's just do evening service right away. foragers have reached the reindeer tracks. A partially eaten reindeer carcass lies in a circle of trampled, blood-stained earth. The tracks lead further. Let's go to the hunting grounds. Reindeer tracks lead towards a white stream glinting in the sun. And the motivation drops because the clock passed 6. Choo choo. We can pass a new law. We can do the hearty meals, which will increase motivation every day, but you will have to build a morgue. Let's do the repatriation of bodies. We will lay our dead to rest in the English soil. Their bodies will be kept in the morgue until they can be transported.
Listen, everybody. New regulations.
Drawing boards have been researched. We can either do the sawmill upgrade, we can do the forager carts. Master gathering. Let's do the fishing harbour. We should also set up a harbour. Or docks. Build that there. And the question is... it's going to be a lot of wood. But we do need the fishing harbour as well. Let's make do with one of these for now. Skeptic. You overhear two workers arguing over the reality of the global cooling. You really believe this end of the world rubbish? Me, I'm just here for the money. When we're done with this mad scheme, I can move my family out of St. Giles. Well, then you're a fool, because you'll all die when the frost comes. He turns to you. Ain't it the truth, sir? So the science says. Slight increase to motivation. These are almost empty. Wood pile, steel pile, that's all of them depleted. Good. Fishing harbour has been researched. We don't need more foragers, but we can do the forager carts. I don't think that is necessary quite yet. Let's do the sawmill upgrade. No, let's do the reloading station. Put workers in here. And we should also build that fishing harbour, to be honest. Let's build it out there. Foragers have reached the hunting grounds. Numerous animal tracks cover the gentle banks of the stream. Watering place. The gentle banks of this swiftly flowing stream form a convenient watering place. We could set up camp here for some time to hunt animals coming for water, which is exactly what we'll do. 80 raw food every 1 day. So that is going to help. We can also build another basic docks here. This place needs workers, and currently we need them to collect steel for us. The question now is, where do we build the road? Guess like that. Not like that we need the road out to the docks there, but let's build a road continuing up here as well. About a day left of rations. We also need to build the public house. No, not there. Health, people. Yeah, let's build it there. Maybe we can build it over here. That gives us room for one more medical post beside it as well, it seems. And we should also build the morgue. Let's build a road going out like this. And then we can build the morgue here. We can pass a new law as well. Don't really need that yet. Let's get the bathhouse, even though we're not going to build it as per se. Might want to move the chapel down one. Yeah, let's build 2 tents here. Because we have to build one due to the promise. I could just build it anywhere, but we have 15 unemployed workers as well. Let's put 5 workers in the cookhouse. Could put workers in the fishing harbor, but currently I don't think that is necessary. But since it's a new day and we are at 35 minutes into the recording, I think this is a good place to end this episode. So thank you all so much for joining me. and I will see you all in the next one.